Pitztal Glacier. At 3,440 metres, the highest lift-accessed summit in Austria and scene of a peculiar sight.
It's a balmy September's day in the mountains. The sun is shining, the skies are blue, and yet it's snowing. It's 15 degrees today, and while traditional snowmaking needs sub-zero temperatures to make their snow, this little baby makes snow at up to 35 degrees Celsius.
The science behind the technology is complicated, but relies on the strange behaviour of water when sprayed into a vacuum.
We introduce the water into a vacuum chamber, causing some of them to freeze. And then the water and ice mixture is being pumped into a concentrator, and where we extract the snow from the water.
It was originally used in the 1960s for seawater desalination before being adapted into a cooling system for deep mines in South Africa. And it was here that the potential for the piste was accidentally discovered.
In one of the commissioning of one of the units, we diverted the snow to the side to check the quality of it, and we realized that we have a great product for snowmaking.
With global warming threatening the existence of many low-lying ski areas, it may prove a very timely discovery.
No ski area in the Alps can do without snow machines, because it lifts the quality of the pistes when the piste is frequented by lots of skiers. And also it allows to start the early season.
Already 2 resorts have bought the technology, Zermatt in Switzerland and here in Pitztal, deep in the Austrian Tyrol, where they're creating a completely artificial piste below the snowline, vital for capturing the lucrative pre-season business.
It's very important for us to come here in September, October to train on the glaciers.
It's not just professional racers either. Recreational skier numbers are also up for this time of year.
On a normal weekly day, that could be 800 or 1,200 people, and on a weekend 2,000, 2,500, and in November it's growing up until 4,000 people.
And with daily lift tickets priced at $50 a day, the attraction is clear. Even so, the technology does not come cheap.
Here on the Pitztal Glacier we are on 2,800 meters, where of course transporting and building is more expensive than in the valley, but you have to calculate with a minimum of $3 million.
And is that money well spent, do you think?
I think if we have 3-4 years with good business in September and October, and especially in November, it's a real investigation.
Some resorts will always prefer to wait for the cold weather to arrive, when they can rely on a far greater number of snow guns across the ski area. IDE's 5-year target is to achieve a market share of 5% of the total investment in worldwide snowmaking equipment. But not everyone is convinced there'll be such widespread coverage.
I was talking also with experts making snow, and they would have liked to get my opinion what they should do in the next years. I had no answer.
But the million-dollar question is, what's it actually like to ski on? Whew. Well, considering it's 15 degrees, it's obviously very warm, but the snow is surprisingly good.
It needs to be. Mindful of the effect climate change is having on ski resort revenue, Austria sets very high environmental standards for snowmaking. The use of any chemicals is banned, and even the electricity must be clean.
You can only use your green power, your electricity that we produce with our power stations from the water in the mountains, and you can only use water with drink water quality.
Whether this technology takes off hangs in the balance. Most resorts have already invested heavily in traditional snowmaking machines and might be unwilling to spend more, especially in a chilly economic climate. But a few warm winters might just change their minds.
And the snow made by this new technique is every bit as slippery as the real thing, as our cameraman found out when we were making that film.
This is random, isn't it? Don't seem to be stopping.